How's it going, YouTube? This is Manny from Manny Fresh Bets, bringing you my same game parlay and player props for today, May 11th, 2023. This is Thursday. If this is the first time watching one of my videos, or if you haven't done so already, I would greatly appreciate if you guys would like, comment, subscribe, share the video. Again, can't thank you guys enough for helping me reach 1,000 subscribers, trying to reach 2,000. Thanks a lot for all the new followers on Twitter at Manny Fresh Bets. Again, thank you guys for all of that. Thanks for those who reached out and thanked me for the winning picks that I've had within the last couple of weeks. Thanks a lot for the ones that tipped as well. Again, this is something that I do for free. But if you guys win money with my picks or learn something from my videos or my picks from Twitter, and if you feel like donating, definitely hit me up. Greatly appreciate any tips or any donations. In terms of yesterday's, and if you guys see me looking to the side, this is where I got my little setup with my computer. In terms of yesterday, we had a okay day. It wasn't terrible. It wasn't bad. It wasn't great. Like we had the day before. We hit 2 same game parlays. 2 days ago, we hit with Embiid with the first basket. Yesterday on first basket, we hit AD in the Lakers Warriors game, so we cashed with that. Unfortunately, we couldn't hit in the Knicks and the Heat game because for some reason Kevin Love decided to hit the first basket. So congratulations if you had him. In terms of the same game parlays that I gave out yesterday, we hit in the Knicks versus Heat game that plus 105 odds parlay. Unfortunately, that was the only one that we hit because like I think I spoke to you about this yesterday. On yesterday's video, Randall decided he was only going to grab 5 rebounds when he's grabbed 8, 9, 10 rebounds in this series. He only grabbed 5, so we ended up losing with a few of those, with him at 6 rebounds. I believe we lost on Butler as well. He only had 19 points. I kind of had a feeling that he was going to come back down to earth. I did have a few extra slips there with him on his unders, but unfortunately the other picks and that slip didn't hit. So in terms of today, I do have a few same game parlays for you guys for these games. Again, I usually give out like 1 or 2 conservative plays. Those are really safe plays. Then I give you 1 or 2 moderate plays, which are like kind of in the middle, somewhat risky, somewhat conservative. Then I give you like 1 or 2 riskier ones, and then I give you out like 2 or 3 mega lottos, which are real long shots where you bet a little bit to make a lot. Like I mentioned on yesterday's video, I'm making these a little bit more conservative than usual, just because of all the the blowouts have been happening. And just an example, yesterday the Warriors and the Lakers was a pretty close game. I think it was like 3 minutes left. The Warriors were up by like 12, and then the Lakers decided, okay, we're gonna shut everything down. We're gonna put all the starters on the bench. Where there was still 3 minutes left with 12 down, 3 minutes left. You hit a couple of threes, you're back in the game. But I kind of understand it a little bit. AD went down. It was only LeBron and D'Lo kind of pushing the pace. Schroeder had a couple of good shots. But Lonnie Walker wasn't as good as he was the day before, and he did get a little banged up. So I kind of understood that, but this is kind of what I was talking about on yesterday's video. These blowouts killing parlays. Guys being kind of up and down, hit or miss. They'll grab 10 rebounds one game, they'll decide they're only gonna grab 2 the next game. So to kind of combat that, we're keeping these a little bit more conservative. In terms of the first play, and again, I'm keeping the same concept that I started off with 2 days ago. I'm only doing shorter legs. So usually I do like 15-20 legs. I'm keeping them shorter. And I'm also doing just for one game. I'm just doing 1 parlay per game. Then for the more moderate and aggressive plays, I'll mix both of the games in. For the first game, we got the Sixers and the Celtics. Obviously, the Celtics are facing an elimination. They're down 3-2. They really need this game. I made a 12-leg parlay It's at plus 113 odds, and it's only for that game. Again, the slips are going to be on the side of the video, so you guys can see, what I picked. It takes a long time to kind of read off, this guy 8 points, this guy 20, whatever. It takes a while, so I'm trying to keep these videos short. That way, you guys can just get the picks, put them in, and let's win some money together. So that's the first parlay for the conservative play. The second conservative play is a 13-leg parlay in the Suns and Nuggets game, and it's going to be a plus 116 odds. So basically, with both of these parlays, you're basically winning your money back, so to speak. So you're betting $50 to win 50. The total payout's going to be 100 something bucks. That's basically what these parlays are, these safer parlays. Now for the a little bit more moderate parlays, we got the Sixers and the Celtics game. Again, this is only going to be for that game. It's a 15-leg parlay, and it's going to be at plus 329 odds. As you can see, I left off a couple of guys that I'm not too comfortable with. I played it a little safer in terms of rebounds, points, and assists on most of the players, like Embiid. I think I only had him at 20-something points. He's been over 30, like 3 straight games. We're doing it a little bit more conservative here. In terms of the Suns and Nuggets moderate parlay, it's a little bit more aggressive. It's a 13-leg parlay, and it's at plus 432 odds. Again, I left off a couple of guys that I'm not too sure about. Played it a little bit more conservative with points for Booker and KD and Jokic, who have been absolutely dominant in this series. So again, keeping it a little bit more conservative. In terms of the riskier plays, and again, these riskier plays are lower odds than I'm used to, just because I'm keeping it a little bit more conservative with these blowouts happening. So for and this is going to be for both games. So this parlay is 16 legs for both games, and then it's going to be a plus 1,415 odds. So, if my math is correct, you bet $10, you're winning $141.50 if this parlay hits. For the second more aggressive parlay, or riskier, this one is riskier. It's going to be 23-leg parlay, so longer. And then it's going to be at plus 2,222 odds, and it's going to be for both games. Again, this one is a little bit more aggressive. I put in higher points, higher rebounds, higher assists for some guys. I think I have an under here in this game. I don't remember if it's in this one or the moderate parlay. I think I have an Embiid under rebounds. He could grab 15 rebounds, but he's been below 14 in every game in this series. I think he takes up so much energy in the offensive side of the ball that he usually lets other guys grab rebounds on his team. So he can kind of keep that energy to the offensive side, so he could score a little more. That's just kind of my guess. But he hasn't grabbed more than 15 rebounds in this series. And so he's usually not a huge rebounder like Jokic. He'll grab 8, 9, 10 rebounds at some point, but he's not grabbing like 15, 20 like Jokic is and some other guys. In terms of the other riskier plays, so I have 2 more. We have, let's see, one more, sorry. And actually, I gave out a wrong one. That plus 1,014 odds was for yesterday. For today, it's the 2,222 odds, and that's a 23-leg parlay in both games. The second one for these games is a 24-leg parlay, and this one is pretty risky. It's plus 6,396 odds. As you can, you could imagine, you're betting $10. You're winning what, 639, almost 640 bucks, I believe. That's the math on that one. So this one is it's much more riskier than the first one, which was plus 2,222 odds. And this one is a 24-leg parlay. In terms of the Mega Lottos, again, this Mega Lotto, the first one is not crazy, but it is long. So this Mega Lotto is 25 legs. So obviously the max that you can pick on FanDuel is 25 legs. So we max that out, and it's gonna be at plus 13,065 odds. Very very high odds. Very risky. Again, like I tell you guys, don't risk your whole bankroll on these Mega Lottos. Throw a couple of bucks in there. I would say 20, 30 bucks the max. See if it hits. If it hits, you get a great payout. If it doesn't, hey, you just lost 20 bucks. That's not a big deal. Then for the second Mega Lotto, this one is actually a pretty big one, but it's only 12 legs. So what I do is I look at the over-unders in points, rebounds, assists. I kind of take a look at which ones I like. Like, for example, I think I took for this one is a 12-leg parlay, and it's plus 89,165. The reason why it's so high, it's because I'm taking over-unders that are already set by FanDuel or by the sportsbook, whichever one you use. And I chose Tatum under 29.5 points. Then I chose Embiid under 30.5 points. Those are very risky because, these guys are scoring a lot. I also picked, I think I took Harden over 8.5 assists. So, that is very risky. He's gotten it before, but it's very, it's a very high number. And, they set him that high because he's gotten so many assists. So it's kind of risky. So I'm, mix and matching over-unders in the set numbers. So that's why it's that high. But again, it's a 12-leg parlay plus 89,165 odds. I'm probably going to put a couple more on my Twitter page. I didn't get to do that yesterday. I did some live bets. I gave you three live bets. One of those hit with LeBron over rebounds. Unfortunately, Curry, I gave him out, I think, at over 9.5 assists. I think he ended up with 8 or 9, just because he got taken out early because of, the Lakers decided they were going to give up the game pretty much. Again, don't blame the coach. Rest your players if they're down 12 with 3 minutes, but it's still a doable, it's not like you're down 20, 21, 25. But again, we didn't hit that live bet. I also gave out Jordan Poole over 15.5 points. He's been a guy that I've been fading forever. Don't know why I gave him out. He just started off right off the bat. He started off really strong. I think he had like 8 points at halftime. Didn't play many minutes after that, so we didn't hit with that one, but we hit with LeBron. Again, I'm probably gonna throw in a couple of more plays that I like. Things that I'm looking at. I got a lot of these lines, like for Booker, KD, Embiid, Tatum on the points, or Jokic also. They're very high. So, I mean, you can bet the under, thinking that they're going to have, hoping that not even hoping, just thinking that they're going to have a subpar game. They still could they still could get 25, 26 points, and you still hit that under because, they have it so high. They have it at 30.5 points for Embiid. It sounds insane, but he's been getting it. But, a couple of bad misses here and there. Again, a blowout could happen. The Celtics could just take a quick lead and just blow the Sixers out, and that under hits. So, again, try to start taking these unders straight up. I'm probably going to look at one for today. Embiid looks a little bit, kind of suspect because he's been so dominant. But maybe Tatum under 29.5 points. I might take a shot with Jokic under 30.5. They're just set so high that, a couple of bad possessions, a couple of missed free throws, you hit, straight up with the under. So, again, just trying to tell you guys what I'm kind of thinking. Don't bet overs too much. Learn how to take the unders as well. Again, with these, I think I hit a Pool under. I took his under points, rebounds, and assists. Not this game, the game before. I didn't give that out because I was kind of playing around with it, but I hit it. I parlayed his points, rebounds, assists all under, and I hit it because, I'm looking at things like blowouts. I'm looking at things like getting less minutes, which he was. I'm looking at things like, other guys on the team stepping it up, like Wiggins, Green, these guys. Gary Payton the second has been, kind of pretty good. I think he was at plus 20 and 20 points yesterday on the plus and minus, and he was playing a lot of minutes. That meant that Poole was gonna get less minutes. So again, um, I might do some unders for these games just because some of these lines are just ridiculous. Again, these guys are scoring in bunches, but again, we need to start looking at some unders as well. So again, guys and ladies, thanks a lot for all the support. Thanks a lot for the 1,000 subscribers. Let's reach 2,000. Let's catch these today, Thursday, May 11th. Good luck with all your bets. Hopefully, again, we catch these today. Hopefully we catch one. Hopefully at least one, if not all, or at least one of these big ones. Again, ladies, guys, thanks a lot. We will talk soon. God bless. And on to the next one. Let's catch these.